Welcome to the Jay Tyner Show, where we discuss all things wealth management and retirement planning. And as always, the goal of our team here at Semmax Financial Group is to help you focus more on your life and less on your money. Now, as a reminder, check with your current advisor, planner, CPA, and read our disclosure in the video description below. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date on all of our new content. And by the way, if you have questions or need a 15-minute free consultation, please visit semmax.com or call 336-856-0080.
Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Matt Landon. I'm joined by Michael Sellers. We are both CFPs here at Semmax Financial Group, and today we're going to be talking about Roth accounts. Now, as we're diving into this, we have another video that goes into details about Roth accounts as far as maximum contribution limits and how they work in detail. This is a little bit more of the philosophy behind a Roth account, why you have it, and how to tie it in with the rest of your money. So, Michael, just as a quick recap, for those that are watching this video and maybe haven't seen the other one, do you mind explaining just briefly what a Roth account is and how it works?
Sure, Matt. So Roths are a retirement savings account. However, they are not, you don't get the current year tax deduction when you make a contribution to it like you do with a normal IRA or your 401k. However, with that said, it grows tax deferred and it's tax free when you take it out down the road. So very different in the tax ramifications of it going in and pulling money out down the road.
Absolutely. And speaking of down the road, with that tax deferment or that tax-free savings, this is likely not an account you're going to want to use tomorrow, right? This is an account you want to let grow and accumulate. With that in mind, thinking about risk, if you have two accounts, and Michael, I'm going to lean on you for this. Okay. Let's say you have one account, and every penny it makes, you got to pay Uncle Sam. And you have another account, and every penny it makes, you keep all those gains. It is entirely yours. So one account, you're paying taxes when it grows. The other one, you're not. Which one do you want to see more aggressive? Which one do you see more growth in?
Right. You definitely want to see more growth than the one that is tax-free down the road, which is the Roth.
Now, what happens often when we have people come in? When we do that analysis for them, what do we see more often than not?
More often than not, they have more of their money in a taxable account.
Right. So that's where we want to talk about the Roth conversion side. Should you be moving it over? Because it's usually a very small amount in the Roth account as well. So with it being a smaller dollar amount, that's an account that you're not betting the whole house. You're not being aggressive on everything. Can you afford to be a little bit more aggressive on that Roth side? Now, here's another thing to keep in mind. Every married couple, I would say, with few exception, right, is going to fall under that married filing joint in America. Now, there's folks that choose not to for one reason or another, but most do. That is the most advantageous tax bracket. That's the time to be pulling from that joint account. When one spouse passes away, talk us through what happens there.
Well, when one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse is going to be changed into a different tax bracket in the single tax bracket.
Correct. So if you have a married couple, you have two Social Securities, you have an IRA account, you have a Roth account. You're taking RMDs. One spouse passes away, we lose a Social Security right off the bat. You keep the higher of the two, but you lose one. So all of a sudden, you have less money coming in. You have less taxable income coming in. However, your tax burden in many cases is actually higher. You end up paying more in taxes. That's the time where you want to lean on that Roth account. So when we're talking about a Roth account, that's for down the road. The other thing to keep in mind here is from a beneficiary standpoint. Now, think about your kids and your grandkids. Your grandkids are headed off to college. What do your kids have to do? They have to fill out a FAFSA, right? You've gone through this with your kids having to fill out a FAFSA, right? So if they inherit an IRA account, why don't you talk through the beneficiary standpoint of inheriting an IRA and RMDs versus a Roth account and RMDs and the difference there?
Sure. With an inherited IRA, a traditional IRA that's inherited, you do have the new rule where it's 10 years to completely draw down the account, but you also have to pay taxes, and you have to take it out over that 10-year period. It might be in a higher tax bracket, which becomes an issue because all of a sudden either you're in the single tax bracket or you're a beneficiary to that IRA and you're earning high income at the time. It can cause problems. However, with a Roth, you still have the 10 years to take it out, but it doesn't hit your income tax bracket.
Bingo. So whether we're talking about a surviving spouse, whether we're talking about a beneficiary, or an individual who has something come up, you have an unexpected expense, you're trying to maintain a maximum income limit, and you need additional funds, well, that's when you can pull from that Roth account, right? It's like that kitty, it's like that piggy bank that you have where you can access it when you need, but it's probably not our first source of income today. Now, I hope this helps from a philosophical standpoint or an approach to how to think about your Roth account. You want to look at it from the lens of taxes. You want to look at it from the lens of legacy. You want to look at it from the lens of income, as well as safety, protection. There's a lot of ways you want to look at your accounts and make sure everything's folded in together, invested the right way. Now, we here at Semmax, we offer a complimentary analysis. If folks want to have that, you're welcome to come in. We'd be glad to do an analysis for you. We have clients all over the country, so don't feel like you're restricted by geographical boundaries. We can do things over Zoom, but I love meeting face-to-face, and I know you do as well. Yeah. But that said, I hope this gives you a little bit of a different thought process, or maybe sparks some conversation in your mind. And if you want to continue that conversation with an advisor, you're welcome to reach out to us. But on behalf of Michael Sellers, myself, and the whole Semmax team, thanks for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day.